Even if you throw your hat into Cake's corner, there's no denying the allure of PB Winterbottom's pastry-riddled puzzle mayhem. With a style that's all its own and a fantastic time and brain-bending mechanic, I found my thumbs firmly planted in this pie puzzler for days. Telltale keeps making me smile. Not only do they keep scratching my adventure game itch, they let me go at it consistently, month after month. With their serialized releases, I found myself sitting like a puppy at the door, waiting for each new installment to come home. Then I would proceed to run around in circles and then wet the floor. What? Having recently replayed the original StarCraft to prepare me for the series' return, I have to say the follow-up did not disappoint. The campaign had varying mission structures and objectives, great characters, and even threw in things like persistent tech and unit upgrades. Jimmy is back, and it looks like he's not going anywhere soon. A lot of people want to dismiss Darksiders because of its Zelda roots. Well, as a fan of things rooted in Zelda, and not to mention this game eschews the whole post-apocalyptic thing for the actual freaking apocalypse, Darksiders hit all the right notes with me. I can only cross my fingers that we see more of this franchise before the actual apocalypse hits. You know, Black Ops was a real surprise for me. Though it was downright absurd at times, I really enjoyed playing through the various locations and set pieces the game kept throwing at me. The twist may have seemed more like exaggerated curves at points, but the whole thing reminded me that this third-person action kid could still really enjoy a solid first-person shooter. It's like Bayonetta walked into a room full of confused businessmen, shed her coat revealing her naked ass, and started dry humping the desk and said, "Who's with me?" It was such an absurd breath of fresh air that seemed to say, I don't care about market trends and focus groups and making any kind of logical sense. I just want to dance. I've always been a fan of the Civ series, though I'd fallen off in recent years. Civilization V was my triumphant return, and by triumphant, I mean tyrannical and world dominating. I was instantly infected with the one more turnitis that has been a hallmark of the series. So what if I'm still engaged in a 1,000-year war with Gandhi for control of the continent's iron? Like, I'm the bad guy. I mean, come on, this one's a no-brainer. We return to one of my favorite game locations with some of my favorite gameplay, now even more refined and streamlined, and you throw in some serious narrative? Sold! Forza Italia! Red Dead Redemption is not a period piece to me. For me, the game is a beautiful mosaic of how I've come to understand the West, scored by Morricone, full of poetic tough guys who'll no sooner shoot you than watch a beautiful sunset. And in the end, all held in the fickle hands of outlawed justice. The believable atmosphere, engaging characters, and cinematic presentation made sure that Redemption was still spinning in my 360 long after the West was won. With its early January release, Mass Effect 2 quickly became the game I could have played for the entire year, and almost did. I just can't get enough of the universe and the characters. While the DLC for the game was hit or miss, I was more than happy to fire up Mr. or Mrs. Shepard and continue fighting what has become one of my all-time favorite video game franchises. The game realizes its fiction so well that I find myself just needing to absorb every little bit of it, which makes Mass Effect 2 my delightfully dangerous pick for number 1.